All right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. I hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. We've got a lot to dive into and discuss in today's video regarding some of the storylines and Challenger Circuit finals. If you guys did not see the games last night, well, you missed out on an entertaining one, to say the least. A lot of storylines in this one, once again, like I said. And we've also got to talk about those storylines for the pro series inside of the pro scene and how scrims are going, how a lot of these teams contests are going, and organizations getting involved with rosters as well. So if you guys want to stay up to date with all things going in the world outside of Apex Legends esports, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive in to what's going on inside the scene. Firstly, want to make mention of the scrims that you see in Oversight Pro Series and their esports side of things as we approach LAN. You know, these scrims are getting more and more important as teams contest one another, and it was a little bit weird because they actually did try to get away from the North America servers and start playing on APAC servers, I guess, to be fair. But APAC to North America was 300, MEA to Tokyo was 400 ping, so they went back to North America servers again. Not really sure what the, you know, why that's happening, but unfortunate, but it is what it is, I guess, at the end of the day. Also, Reject Winity were the champions when it came to Group B versus D, and then you also had Oxygen Esports being the champs of Group A versus C. TSM and LG, Dark Zero, and Furia, all North American related teams inside of the top 5 when it came to A versus C. And then when it came to the first Group B versus D, it was SSG, Alliance, and Disguise, and Omit in those top 5 along with Reject Winity as well. They were missing some teams as well, so it was a little bit of an unfortunate situation. Overall, though, TSM obviously still looking like one of the favorites. Hal had actually posted earlier 2 days ago, hard work always pays off, and TSM actually tweeted out, sorry for all the teams that thought this was their year this year, but Hal is on a mission. This guy's been subbing in for all sorts of teams. I think he even tweeted earlier today that he was playing with TSM, but he was subbing with SSG for their set of scrims. So this guy is playing. He is non-stop grinding right now. And along with some other good news inside of the scene, we've got Datch from Team Yoko showing that they have now signed a contract. This came after many other teams as well. Of course, as we approach LAN, organizations are wanting to get involved. Team Legacy seem to be signing some contracts as well. So it's nice to see that more rosters seemingly getting an opportunity that they deserve. There goes my alarm. Prepare to make your ALGS video. We're already here doing it. Thanks for interrupting me anyways. Also wanted to mention some contests going down as well. I thought this one was interesting. Not really, used to this side of the meme, but you see Moist Esports just really destroying a lot of the contests that they go through until they meet TYK from the APAC South region and a 3-0 in their contest, and Moist just got obliterated in that one. But Walsey said, GG's today, see you at LAN. So if you guys missed the finals, let's just say that you missed out on a good one, and J-Miles got it wrong once again. I was very impressed and surprised by a lot of new players that we hadn't seen much in a while. And honestly, I think maybe 1 out of the 5 of the top 5 that I predicted actually made it. So No Name did win it all. This is a team that we knew was good. We knew were talented. They did very well inside the PSQs as well. So no surprise there. Obviously made it into the Pro League. And so there was no surprise that whatever Den Pride was going to be playing on, whatever team he was going to be involved in, they would probably do decent. But I did not think they were actually going to win. And so first place, 67 points, and even finishing the last game off with a win as well. It was very impressive, and it honestly came down between them and the Stallions. Stallions had started off that final game very, very strong. I thought they were going to win. It looked like, honestly, all the cards and all the stars were just lining up for them. Sadly, they go down in the middle of the game, and Team No Name come around to take the dub in the end. Hanging around with RJ, honestly, a very respectable, name and player in the scene, and I felt like many people probably counted them out as well. Really good to see a nice performance out of them. Team Brown here was another team that was a sleeper pick, in my opinion. It was surprising to see those guys do so good. Team Rebirth, obviously, with Capra, Messiah, Mama. People knew they were going to do good. I think I actually may have put them in my top 5 as well. But then Team Doom, obviously, Vosky, Zeto, and Awakening. I think a lot of people are rooting for these guys. They're very known and respected inside the community. Really sucked to see the way they went down because I think they had a really good chance going into that last game. Sadly, they got griefed by LC, and there was a reason why LC did that. And I guess honestly it brings up a good conversation because there was a lot of conversation about the tripods. They even spoke with their coach Voltic, who actually told me that the reason that quarterfinals were so close is because there were actually teams that admitted to not caring about the result of the game anymore because they were already out of the tournament. So they were just going to start griefing teams on drop, and they specifically wanted to grief the tripods. And this is actually a reason why we're looking at a potential drop ship change from Respawn with their new implication or new addition of this drop ship update, where you're actually going to be able to pick your POIs and pick which POI you're going to land in. It's going to be coming in like a respawn beacon. You drop out, there's a little bit of a flying animation, but it's less of a jump master situation. It's less of an actual flight path situation and more so of a draft situation. Obviously, a lot of conversation still going on around that. There's a lot more testing to be done, but this is a good reason as to why it needs to happen. Tripods getting griefed inside the quarterfinals and then turning it around in semis to do really good showed a clear indication as to why this needs to happen. Now, this was not the same kind of grief that LC did. LC was basically just running at people towards the end of the game in the final game, or towards the beginning of the game in the final game, and they did sadly run into Doom and ruined Doom's chances of getting in there. Now, there was a reason that Z Davis basically explained why this needed to happen. LC wants someone that is already inside the top 22 to still win it, because if someone outside of the top 22 goes in to win, then it supposedly means that only 21 people would then have their place there. So it makes sense, because obviously you want the most teams to have a spot as far as the overall leaderboards are concerned. CCE in the 8th position, I thought honestly they would be in the top 5. Tripods, I think I predicted they would be in the top 5, but a 9th place for them. 1337, I think honestly 10th place is pretty commendable. And then Eternal in 11th, Purple Slushy in 12th, Womp Womp inside of 13th with Dom 2 Crack, Casual Gaming in 14th, Puck Yeah Bud, HAI, LC in 17th was definitely a surprise for me. And then also you had Big Smashers, ICBM, and Funny Men inside the bottom 15. So there are your results for the finals today. These guys definitely played their heart out last night, but congratulations to No Name for taking it all in the end. Honestly, commendable performance here by the Stallions as well. Those guys are honestly playing. And by the way, Albralelie is playing on a controller. He's going to get a lot of flack for switching all over the place, and he can't make up his mind, and Mac is washed, whatever. Well, 3rd place inside, and honestly, damage leader as well, doing a really good job overall. I felt, and honestly, I was watching him play. I thought he was playing the anchor role very well. I think that he's honestly onto something, and hopefully we'll continue to see more of the Max show. But interested to see what you guys had to say about the finals. Now, unfortunately, some news did come after this was all over. Vax did come to Twitter to say, considering I want to keep playing international scrims because that's where I'll get my better experience from, I will no longer be playing with LC with Osivian and Stunning for Challenger Circuit. Sad, but I'm really proud of the immense amount of work and improvement we were having. Obviously, I've become more busy and couldn't focus on playing with them, but I'm happy with the progress, even if it was only CC. They'll do really good moving forward. Proud father moment. And honestly, like Anmu said, I really hope to see him continue to IGL. We know Vax obviously tried IGLing whenever he was playing with Vosky and co, I believe. And it really seems like it was one of those moments where he came out and said, I really didn't, feel that, but I know I need to get better at this. And honestly, as long as I play mouse and keyboard player, no one's going to really respect me unless I can IGL. So he's been working on it. And I hope to see Vax go in that direction, because I know he's already been such a cracked out player. It would be really nice to see him continue to, I guess, basically enhance his arsenal of what he can offer to a team. And I think he's just going to be one of the greatest MK players on the market. And I'm still surprised he is not a full-time pro league player right now, considering how good he is. Lastly, just as we wrap the video up, I want to let you guys know that Soar Gaming is going to be hosting a $25,000 prize pool with 60 teams finals watch party in Toronto for June the 21st. And this is really exciting because it's a partnership with Asus and Intel. Glad to see some more tournaments coming around, and glad to see more organizations getting involved in this as well. So look out for some more ALGS type content or esports in general for Apex Legends in the coming. They actually also have a little bit of a format here. The qualifier 1 is going to be 40 teams, and that's April 26th through the 28th. Qualifier 2 is going to be 20 teams, and that's May 11th. Then the online grand finals will be June 21st, and that'll be 20 teams, of course, at the end of the day. Interested to see what you guys have to say about all the topics down in the comment section below. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date with all things inside of the world of Apex Legends esports. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.